Biden's fiery State of the Union address.
I'm here tonight to show what I believe is the way forward.
He was absolutely on fire.
Joe Biden was on fire.
You were on fire.
You brought that Irish fire tonight.
Fired us all up.
Biden was on fire.
At the top of his game.
He's on fire.
Smoking.
He's on fire.
Robust and clear.
Join us tonight is Latoya Beasley. Emboldening others to do what they wish. Big landlords who use antitrust law, who break antitrust laws to make sure everyone has a fair shot. RGTP is up. I believe Roe v. Wade got it right. Guarantee the right to ABF so builders can get federally financing. Federal government is over $1 trillion. $1 million. Millions of families can get, they need to go to work watching auto jobs in the future to instigate the collection.
Joe Biden's fiery and energetic performance.
Fiery and energetic.
Fiery and energetic.
Energetic and fiery.
Energetic and fiery.
Fiery, energized.
That fiery energy.
Biden was energetic and fiery.
High energy and fiery.
He had that fire in the belly.
Right? I mean, he had that fire in the belly.
Stamina and the fire in the belly.
He clearly has the stamina.
He has the stamina and the energy, the fire in the belly, to show that he has the energy and the fire in the belly to serve another term.
To pursue a career of service.
And none of us are talking about age this morning because of the fiery performance.
Look, people have had a lot of questions about President Biden, whether it's about his age or ability, but I think he put those to rest last night. I think it was fiery.
Very fiery.
It was forceful.
Forceful.
Fiery, forceful and fiery. State of the Union.
Forceful.
Biden was forceful.
Joe Biden forcefully answered the pundits who say he is too old.
Anyone who watched that speech saw Biden is strong.
His voice was strong. So strong.
Very strong.
He seemed to get stronger.
Like the stronger he is, the stronger he gets.
Strong at the beginning, strong in the middle, strong at the end.
Strongest speech.
Really projecting.
Strength. With strength. Pretty strong.
Strong and boisterous.
Very strong. Really strong.
Biden proved he has the strength and mental agility to be an effective president.
President Biden's fiery State of the Union speech.
The man Trump belittles as Sleepy Joe seemed quite fiery.
So much for Sleepy Joe.
I don't know why, but for some reason I suddenly just believe that Biden was really fiery and strong. Weird. If you rely on mainstream media as your news source, just be aware that you are literally absorbing propaganda, just in case you didn't already know that. So guys, it turns out that the Democrats were not lying. DOGE is actually trying to steal your social security. Have a look at this.
Elon, he's a thief. You know what he did? He took my grandfather's social security checks away from him. Could you believe that shit? The man depends on it, okay? He can't do nothing for himself, my grandfather. He needs to pay people to take care of him, okay? You got people that help him, caretakers, people that come and mow his lawn above his grave, okay, for the past 60 years, okay, that he's been dead. Who pays these people? You think these people work for free? And don't you dare take away my great-grandfather's paycheck away from me. I mean, away from him. The poor man's been resting peacefully for 100 years.
Can't the guy just rest in peace? Another big news alert is they are now recruiting supporters to Ukraine. Have a look at what happened to this man here.
Man, I really stand with Ukraine. I wonder if people know just how much I stand with Ukraine. Maybe I could... I did it. I really did it. Now people know I'm a good person. Oh, no. How is this possible? I can't be drafted. I'm 40 years old. I have kids. I was recently hit by a bus. I just wanted to show that I was a good person, not actually be a good person.
Based on a new federal order, when you post in support of a foreign war, you will automatically be drafted to fight in that war. Thank you for volunteering, patriots.
What have I done?
Obviously, I'm all for the support of wars, but Just remember that you will be immediately drafted, so keep that in mind when you're showing your support.
Given that we are the host of the G7 summit, and given that Donald Trump has threatened our very sovereignty, threatened our economic security, we should not invite Donald Trump to the G7. It doesn't make any sense to do so. As a host, we should work with other countries to develop a strategy on how we can resist the very dangerous ideas that Donald Trump's putting forward.
A little later.
But why?
Suddenly there was a reason. Speaking of which, us here in Europe are not making the best name for ourselves now. People have caught on to us. They've caught on to our game. So these kind of memes are going around. Europe wants to start World War III. Well, they started the first two, so our reputation precedes us, apparently. Now this week, a JD Vance meme has just taken over. It has been the biggest meme of the week. I've never seen anything quite like it. The internet is flooded with JD Vance's face being pasted onto any and every photo that has ever existed in pop culture. And it has made for some absolutely beautiful works. My two favorites so far have been JD Sanders and that little girl as JD. This has actually been flooding everybody's comment sections, and there's even montages at this point because there have been so many. But my favorite moment amongst all of this was when somebody posted saying, "Why am I seeing so many random JD Vance memes all over my feed? What did I miss?" And everybody just replied with JD Vance memes. Oh, can't get enough of them. So these people made this video.
Dear white people, this is my sister. She got the same belief as me.
Dear white people, can you be our friend?
That's all we want to know. Can we be friends?
Oh, that's so cute. My favorite part of this was the comments. Democrats' greatest fear, make America great again. Democrats' worst fear, we are all one in God. What the left fears more than anything are white people and black people coming together and loving their country. There's only one race, the human race. I got you, brother, the government's worst fear. Remember that. It is truly the government's worst fear.
Is Canada going to become the 51st state?
So,
I'm not good at making impersonation.
I'm advocating for, there are 41 million African Americans. There's 40 million Canadians. This is how we solve America's racist past. Enslave Canada. Every African American gets one Canadian. Slavery in the South, abhorrent. Slavery in the North, the opposite. It's good. And that's going to be the reparations that'll stick.
We weren't that far off that. Like, honestly, just wait 4 years. The Democrats might be running on that. This is fascinating. This is a genuine ad from the 60s.
What are you doing home from school? They sent me home. Measles.
It's either measles or a strange case of red freckles.
You have got a temperature. They told me 101.1. What's the record?
Never mind.
Oh, are you sure it's the measles?
Well, he certainly got all the symptoms. A slight temperature, a lot of dots, and a great big smile.
A great big smile.
No school for a few days.
Say hello to my dotted son for me. Tell him I'll bring him some comic books and I'll see you later, dear.
Okay, honey, bye.
Boy, this is the life, isn't it?
Yeah. If you have to get sick, you sure can't beat the measles.
That's right.
No medicine.
Inside or out. Like shots, I mean.
Don't even mention shots. Yeah.
Dad says I should go to school.
7 students confirmed with measles, 4 others possible.
How? They had to have been vaccinated.
These moms never vaccinated their kids and lied about it. Vaccines are harmful.
You are endangering the health of every child in this city.
Liv, no, it's turning blue.
Call 911.
Like I said at the beginning, if you are consuming mainstream media, Just be aware that you're watching propaganda. Watch it, enjoy it if you can. Just be aware of what it is. So last week when the Democrats were all sitting and holding up the signs, I couldn't read them. I couldn't quite see them. So I got a still shot so that we could actually see what they were saying. I voted against women. I steal from taxpayers. Illegals first. I love war. America last. I don't know what a woman is. I don't know why they went to the bother of writing it all down. We already knew that. At least they had fun. They looked joyful anyway. So you guys know, I like when real life is funny and there's no need for memes. So this is one of those situations. A woke spa in San Francisco is having difficulty navigating the natural consequences of their policies. They held a women's only night and so many BPnist people showed up that even the SF wokes revolted, and now they're having alternating phallic and non-phallic days. This is where we've reached. They beg their clients to understand that requesting a phallic-free space is not about exclusion. So here's the message that they put out. Dear Banya patrons, it has been a long and difficult night filled with reflection on how to best navigate the conversation unfolding around us. I'm sorry, I find it funny. We are listening. We are reading the comments, some of them filled with thoughtful perspectives, others with painful accusations, and we want to take a moment to clarify our intentions. We have seen messages claiming that cis women don't deserve space, that asking for a phallus-free environment is inherently hateful, and that any separation is an act of exclusion. That is categorically not true. The request for a phallic-free space is not about exclusion. It is about recognizing that some members of our community experience a different reaction to that part of the human body. And the top comment is, I love how after the last 10 to 15 years of utter batshittery, after all the witch hunts, the insane rhetoric, the erasure of women, the dismantling of women's rights and spaces, the harming of children, the attack of the LGBT community, etc. After all that, they simply end up back at the same place that the rest of the world already inhabits. A realization that in some specific situations, women need and deserve places away from men. Except now, instead of women's spaces, they call them phallic-free spaces. My goodness.
Spoon, lighter, baggie. I bet this is from Bring Your Kid to Work Day. My name's Nick Peterson, and I'm the White House's Director of Transfer of Power. It's a fancy title for someone who cleans out the president's desk. It's usually a boring job, tossing notepads, old calendars, things a normal commander-in-chief would use at his desk. Joe Biden's desk, however, was like cleaning out the prop closet for the Naked Gun. Running a country for dummies. Mint condition. More of that at the beach and less James Patterson, and I wouldn't be cleaning out your desk. The worst part? I guess the worst part was scrubbing dried ice cream out of the carpet underneath. I'm not complaining though. I had to clean up after Bill Clinton's term, so. There's a painting underneath here, signed by Hunter and purchased by his dad at an inflated rate, no doubt. Quite the artist, the con type, but an artist nonetheless. I think that's everything, just the letter opener. Industry secret. When discarding dangerous objects, it's best to dispose of them properly and not just leave them for the Taliban.
It's been called the Gulf of Mexico for centuries. Cool story, bro. Now do genders. I never thought of it that way. It turns out that DJ Daniels has the funniest personality.
Well, I'm just gonna be honest with you. God didn't put you on this earth to like people. He just put you here to live your life. If you're a Democrat and you're being mean to President Trump, I'm on your bumper.
Can I call you officer or agent, DJ Daniel, all of the above?
It really don't matter to me. I love women, so I don't care.
Think your friends are gonna be jealous?
Pretty much, and I'm pretty sure my girlfriend gonna be jealous. Cause she ain't gonna be. I say you can't. I'm gonna be like you gonna have to hit the road jacks. I might look 13, but I'm 50. Donald Trump is the best president of the United States. If I see you being mean to him, I'm coming after you. My friends, I know one of my friends told me to say this to Donald Trump, but I didn't say it to him. So good luck, buddy.
DJ, scale of 1 to 10. Last night, how surprised were you when you heard you were going to become a Secret Service agent?
very surprised. I ain't gonna lie, my body almost dropped to the floor.
What an awesome little kid. This one's too good. Democrats then, Trump is going to start World War III. Democrats now, Trump really needs to start World War III. It's too good. Do you remember that? Do you remember when they were fearmongering over that and they were saying that he would start World War III and then it was the most peaceful presidency that America has had in decades? That the world has had in decades. Yeah. Aren't you a right-wing extremist? Nope. Just a Democrat from 20 years ago. If we went 20 years back in time, what would the Democrats of today be labelled as? What would you call them? Just to have a look at the jaw-dropping time lapse showing the extent to which climate change has caused rising sea levels along the Dubai coastline, because obviously like they've been telling us to be really, really worried about that for decades and decades now. So let's just see a 40-year timeline. Wow. Actually, don't look away. Don't look at that. That was misinformation. I don't know. You weren't supposed to see that. Just be afraid. Be very, very afraid and hand over your money. We'll sort it out. Oh yeah. Okay. So this week, the Democrats, I don't know what they were thinking. I don't know what this is, but they released a couple of very, very uncomfortably cringe videos in an attempt to do social media, I guess. I still just cannot figure out why the left does not understand social media. Like, why are they always so cringe at it? Is it that they don't know how to be authentic, or is it that they're so out of touch with reality or with society or with humor? Like, I genuinely don't get it. But the White House did respond and show them how to do it right. So maybe they can take a couple notes. See, that's cool. This meme has been going around. Mom, why can't the left meme? Because the left is the meme, dear. Well, there you go. There's my question answered. In 1979, Jimmy Carter created the Department of Education. Since then, the US has gone from 1st to 17th in education. If those kids could read, they'd be very upset. And that is true. That is literally true. If that doesn't say it all. And then people act like Trump is such a tyrant for trying to disband agencies that are literally known to be doing the opposite of what they're supposed to do. Once again, reality is just too good sometimes. Too funny. This is the White House website. The fake news losers at CNN immediately tried to fact check it, but President Trump was right, as usual. And what were they fact checking? Waste, fraud, and abuse funded by American taxpayers, including $8 million spent by the Biden administration for making mice transgender. That made sense. These are real news headlines. It's time to give up on facts. Questioning authority has become too much of a good thing, and it's killing people. You must not do your own research when it comes to science. Don't go down the rabbit hole. Critical thinking, as we're taught to do it, isn't helpful in the fight against misinformation. As I've said a couple times in this video, propaganda. They don't even try to hide it. This week we have a dad joke that is political. Nicely sums up the Dems. 0 cents. That's not a bad one. That's not a bad dad joke, is it?
Donald Trump must leave us alone. He must leave us alone, Kaori.
You said that you were going to cut aid from South Africa. Will you plan to cut aid across other African nations, and why South Africa?
No, it's only South Africa. We are committed to having a good relationship with the United States, and we do relate to them in a number of ways.
That looks like someone got humbled. Ryan Gosling is Barack Obama. Okay, let's move away from politics. This man is an artist. I'm very impressed by him. Oh, you have to admit, that was beautiful.
Girlfriend is visiting New York and I want her to believe that I'm very successful and everybody loves me in the city. So I asked people in my neighborhood to act as if I were their favorite person ever. When I come in, you just be like, oh, Sammy. You'll be like, hey, Sammy, are you still dating that supermodel?
This is next level strategic thinking.
You saved my family during COVID.
Save my family.
So you saved my family.
Can you save my family? Hey, what's up, Sammy? How you doing?
Well, why you don't do it, man?
He wanted everybody had to do it.
Yeah.
Like me, you.
I love that everyone's accommodating him.
You know,
you should all share. With everyone on board, I was ready to hang out with my ex for the first time in 5 years.
Sam! Yo, is that Sam? He saved my mom's life.
It's normal for me to do that.
It's normal for you to save him in his
Sam always does this type of thing.
Yeah.
I drink coffee with your cup.
Drink coffee from the cup because you love him.
Yeah.
So you were broken.
Broken?
After us.
What happened to that supermodel you were dating the other time?
I dumped her. It worked like a charm. Me and Melissa got back together.
She had no idea what she was missing. Okay, here is a non-political dad joke kind of.
Please. Cold B.
What?
Warm him up. Give him a blanket. Cold beer!
So lame. You're welcome. You're welcome for that one. Thanks so much for watching again, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I just realized that I forgot to check if anybody tagged me in any memes this week, but I'll roll them over to next week, and please do tag me if you see anything. I'll see you guys next time.